Hello students, today I am going to do the model paper 3 O-level examination and this is paper 1. You get 2 hours and you know already there are 2 parts in the paper, part A and part B. Part A 25 short questions, each question worth 2 marks, and part B you get 5 long questions, each with 10 marks. So you have given spaces and make sure that you write down all the answers in the spaces provided. So let's look at the paper. Part A, you get questions 1 to 6 in the first page, and the second page 7 to 12, third page 13 to 19, and fourth page 20 to 25. And then you get part B. Question number 1, 2, 3 in one page and 4 and 5 in the other page. So let's do this paper 1. Let's take question number 1 in the model paper 3. Paper 1. Price of one salmon tin is 200 rupees and 400 grams powdered milk packet is 350 rupees. Find the number of salmon tins and powdered milk packets can be bought for 2000 rupees without a balance. So how can we find out? So first you have to look at carefully. 400 grams powdered milk packet is 350. And price of one salmon tin is 200 rupees. One salmon. So total is 2000. So how we can find 2000 rupees without any balance? So we need to see. So if this is 2, you get 700, but it's not divisible by 200. So you can't take 2. If it's 3 also, it's not divisible. So not divisible by 200. If it's 4, we'll take 4. 350 times 4. 4 times 0, 0. 4 times 5, 20. And 4 times 3, 12. Plus 2, 14. So that means 1400. So that means for the remainder you can buy salmon tins. So what's the remainder? 800 rupees. So that means you can buy another 4. So not 4, 3, because we need another 600 rupees. So if you put 3 here, that's 600, 1000, 400 and 600 becomes 2000. So we can buy 4 milk powder. Packets. And how many? Salmon. So 4 milk powder packets and 3 salmon tins. So you get 2 marks for that, identifying the 2 numbers, 2 marks. Question number 2, find the highest common factor of ABC. Highest common factor, we take only the common ones. So what's common? When you take 2, 2 to the power 2 is only common. Here we are not taking the highest power. 2 to the power 2 is common. When you take 3, only 1, 3 is common. When you take 5, that's 1, 5 is common. And 7 you can't take. 7 is not common. So you get 4, 4 times 5, 20, 20 times 3, 60. So highest common factor is 60. So 2 marks for that. Question number 3, write down the ratio to its simplest form. So it's easy to convert all these to decimals without converting to fractions. So 1, what is 1 over 5? 1 divided by 5 is 0.2. So 1.2 comes here. Then 1.3, 5 there. What is 3 over 4 means? 0.75, 3.75. So convert everything to decimals and then multiply by 100. Multiply by 100, you get 120, 135 and 375. So divide by 5, you get 5 times 2, 10. For 20, 5 times 4. 5 times 2, 10, 35, that's 7. 5 times 7, 35. And for 25, that's 5. You can divide everything by 3. 3 times 8, 3 times 9, 3 times 2, 6 and 5. So the lowest form or simplest form is 8 to 9 to 25. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 4. Nth term of the number pattern is given by Tn, 3n squared minus 1. Find the 5th term of the pattern. So that means you substitute n equals 5. T5. So substitute 5 there. 5 squared minus 1. 5 squared is 25. 25 times 3 is 75. Minus 1. That's 74. Part 2. Which term is 299? So 299 is equal to 3n squared minus 1. Take 1 to the other side. That's 300 is equal to 3n squared. Divide by 3. You get 100 equals n squared. So what is n? Take the square root. N squared is 10 squared means same power. N becomes 10. So 10th term is 299. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark for this and 1 mark for the second part. Question number 5. Find the value of 11 divided by 0.22. When there's a decimal in the divisor, it's difficult. So we have to multiply by 100. When you multiply by 100, what happens? 1100 comes here and here you get 22. Now divide by 11. So 100 divided by 2, you get 50. So that's the answer. 100 divided by 2, 50. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 6. Fill in the blanks in the table. So profit you need to find out. Buying price is there, selling price. So how you find out the profit? Take the difference. 840 minus 700. 140 is the profit. So what is the profit percentage? 140 divided by the buying price into 100. So 100 times 7, 7 times this, 20% is the percentage. Now we have to do the other way around. So the buying price is there, you get 25% profit. So you can find out the profit value. So 600 into 25%. So that's 4 times. So 600 divided by 4, 150. So profit is 150. So selling price is, you add that amount to the buying price, 750. So you get 2 marks for filling all these blanks correctly. Question number 7. ABCD is a rectangular pentagon. PBE is an equilateral triangle. PBE. Find the values of A and B. So what are the values of A and B? A is this angle and B is this angle. So we need to find out. Now straight away we can find B because at BE, P is an equilateral triangle. B is 60. Equilateral angle. Each angle 60 degrees. That's easy. But how we find out A? We can use the angle inside the pentagon. So how you find out the sum of angles in a pentagon? N minus 2 into 180. So N is 5. 5 minus 2, that means 300. So 5 minus 2, 3 times 180. That's 540 is the angle sum. So when you divide by 5, you get one angle, 108. So each angle is 108. So this whole angle is 108. And what can you say about this one? So all these equal 108. Let's see. So this angle is 108. Now here, look at this one. These two lengths are equal. So this is A, this is also A. And here we know this is 108. We'll take that one as 108. So easily you can find out A angle. So A is 180 minus 108 and divide by 2 because that's an isosceles triangle. So you get 72 divided by 2, 36 degrees. So B is 60 and A equals 36. So 2 marks for that. 1 mark for B, 1 mark for A value. Question number 8. Using the below matrices, construct simultaneous equations. So we'll construct first row with first column. When you multiply 3x plus 2y is the first one. And the other one, second row with first column. 5x and 4y. That's equal to 12 and 7. Now we can equate the separate ones. So 3x plus 2y equals 12 and 5x plus 4y equals 7. So those are the two equations. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 9. If x equals this, find p in terms of x. So you have to make p as the subject of the formula. So we'll multiply x times. So this is like x over 1. Cross multiply. X into 3p plus 1 is equal to 3p. Now we'll take all p terms to one side. 3p. Now here you get 3xp. When you take it to this side, minus 3xp. But when you multiply this with this, you get x. Now 3p is common, take it out. 1 minus x remaining. So what is p? Make p as a subject of the formula. Divide by 3 and 1 minus x. So that's p in terms of x. So 2 marks for that. Question number 10. There are pens, pencils and erasers in a box. Probability of selecting an item that is not a pen is 2/5 and not a pencil is 11 over 15. Find the probability of selecting an eraser. So here pens, pencils and eraser. Selecting an item is not a pen, Not a pen means these two. That's 2 over 5. And it says not a pencil. Not a pencil means these two is, not a pencil is 11 over 15. Now can you see, if this is 2/5, what is this one? We can easily find out. Remaining part, so that's 3/5. This one is 3/5. 2/5 and 3/5, you get 1. 5 over 5. But these two, 11 over 15 and this is 3 over 5. So you can find probability of getting an eraser is 11 over 15 minus 3 over 5. What's the answer? 15 is the common denominator. So 11 minus 3 times 3, 9. So 2 over 15. That's 2 marks question. Question number 11. Find the 3 numbers given below when the mean is 14. So x, 21 minus x and 2x plus 5. Divide by 3. You get the mean value 14. Add and divide by 3. So that means x and x get cancelled out. 2x plus 21 and 5 becomes 26 is equal to 3 times 14. That's 42. So what is x? 2x equals 42 minus 26. So x becomes, divide by 2. That's 8. X is 8. But you are asked to find 3 numbers. So first number is 8. What's the second number? 21 minus 8. 13. And 2x plus 5. 2 times 8. 16 plus 5. 21. So those are the 3 terms of the progression. 2 marks. Question number 12. Find the value of x and find the perimeter of the trapezium. You need to find out that length. So we'll do a small construction and see if you draw a perpendicular line to this, what you get here. This is 4. So this length becomes 12 minus 4, 8. The height is the same, that's 6. You can easily use Pythagoras Theorem. So x squared is the hypotenuse is 8 squared plus 6 squared. 8 squared is 64, 6 squared is 36. You get 100, that means 10 squared is x squared. So what's the x value? 10 centimeters. But we don't need just the x value, perimeter of the trapezium. So what's the perimeter? 10 is that. 10 plus 4, 14. 14 plus 6, 20. 20 plus 12, 32. Two marks for that. Question number 13. Find the value of this. So square root of this 21 into 59 plus 1 square root. So we have to rewrite this in terms of another number. So factor method is easy. 61 we can write 60 plus 1. 59, 60 minus 1. Can you see? Easily you can do difference between two square terms. So this one you can write 60 squared minus 1 squared and plus 1. Now can you see? 1 squared is 1, this one and this one get cancelled out. 60 squared and take the square root. Opposite of square is square root. It get cancelled out and you get the answer 60. So 2 marks for that. Question number 14. Simplify. Division sign is the algebraic fraction division. So we'll rewrite this. Minus 2 over 3x minus 3. We'll convert to multiplication. So what you do? We take the reciprocal. Multiply by the reciprocal. Goes upside down. Numerator goes to the denominator. Denominator goes to the numerator. 2a plus 2. Now you have to factorize. What are the factors of this one? What's the easiest way to do factorization? Find the factors of minus 2 and the middle term is plus 1. So 2 times 1 but positive 2 and negative 1 because the middle term is positive 1. So we can easily write down the factors x and factors are plus 2 and minus 1. This one factorize, take 3 out and you can write x minus 1. And here a plus 1 is there. Again, when you take 2 out, you get a plus 1. X minus 1 get cancelled out with this x minus 1. A plus 1 get cancelled out with this a plus 1. So finally what you get? X plus 2 divide by 3 times 2, 6. That's the final answer. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 15. Find the value of k if 0, 6 lies on the straight line 3x plus 4y equals k. So 0, 6 point on the line. So satisfy the equation. X is 0 and y equals 6. 4 times 6. That's equal to k. So 0 plus 24. So 24 is equal to k because the point is on the straight line. 2 marks for that. Question number 16. ABC and APQ are 2 equilateral triangles. If BC equals 20 centimeters and root 3 is 1.73, show that area of the shaded part is this. So how you find out the area of the shaded part? Area of the full one minus area of the APQ triangle. The lengths are equal. So because of that, we can take, now if this height is h for smaller one, the height is 2h for the bigger one. So this is also h. We can use the trapezium area. We know the base, this length. If you can find this length, it's easy. So how you find out that length? This is an equilateral triangle. So this is also 20. 20 here but divided by 2. So this is 10 and this is 10. This is also 10 and 10. So what is this side? This is also equilateral triangle. So this length is also 10. Now we can use the trapezium area. Area of the trapezium is half into length of 2 parallel lines. So according to midpoint theorem, converse midpoint theorem, these 2 lines are parallel. So those are the parallel lengths. So 10 and 20 and the perpendicular height, so we'll put h. So what is h? So we'll use Pythagoras Theorem. This is 10. So what is this one? This is divided exactly half. 10 divided by 2, that's 5. So according to Pythagoras, 10 squared minus 5 squared is h squared. So 100 minus 25. You get 75. Square root of 75 we need. So how can you write 75 as a square term? So we can write 25 times 3 as the as 75. So you get this one is h. So square root of 25 is 5. So you get 5 root 3 is the height h. We'll substitute there. Half. 10 plus 20 you get 30. And h you can write 5 root 3. So 2 times this 15. 15 times 5. 15 times 5. 75 times root 3. But it's given root 3, you can take 1.73. Now we'll multiply and see whether we get 129.75. 1.73 multiplied by 75. This is 70 and 5. 7 times 3, 21. And 2 remaining. 7 times 7, 49 plus 2, 51. 5 remaining. 7 times 1, 7 plus 5, 12. 5 times 3, 15. 1 remaining. 5 times 7, 35 plus 1, 36. 5 times 1, 5 plus 3, 8. And then keep 2 decimal places. So that's correct. 129.75 square centimeters is the area of the trapezium. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 17. Perimeter of a rhombus is 52 centimeters and the length of one diagonal is 24. Find the length of other diagonal. So we'll draw it and see. So in this one, all sides are equal. Perimeter is 52. When you divide by 4, you get one side. The length of one diagonal is 24. So we'll take this is 24. And you need to find out the other diagonal. This one. But we know in a rhombus, diagonals bisect at 90 degrees. So these are 90 degrees and bisect each other. So 24 is one diagonal. So that means one side is 12. This is 12. We know perimeter is 52. Divide by 4, you get one side. 13 centimeters is one side. Now easily you can find out this length. And what's the length of the diagonal? Multiplied by 2. So you can use Pythagoras Theorem. 13 squared minus 12 squared. You need this length. We'll put x. That's x squared. You can use difference between two squared terms. 13 minus 12 and 13 plus 12. You get 1 times 25. 25 means 5 squared. So what's x? 5 centimeters. Now we know half of the diagonal length is 5. So what's the other diagonal length? Diagonal length is equal to 5 times 2. 10 centimeters. So you get 2 marks for that. Finding the length of the other diagonal. Question number 18. Find the value of x. All our powers there. 25, 125, 5. So it's easy to convert to base 5. So what is 25? 5 squared. What's 125? That's 5 to the power 3. 5 times 5 times 5. Now use laws of indices. Same base, different powers multiplication, you can add the powers. So when you are adding, you get 3 minus x. Here, what you get? 2x plus 2. Same base, different powers, you can equate the powers. So you can write 2x plus 2 is equal to 3 minus x. Now take minus x to this side. that's 3x is equal to 3 minus 2, that's 1. X becomes 1 over 3. So that's the x value. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 19. If mean of the numbers given below is 6, find the mean of below given numbers. Now look at carefully. All these numbers multiplied by 3. 8 times 3, 10 times 3, 30, 12 times 3, 16 times 3, 22 times 3. So what happens to the mean? So mean also needs to multiply by 3. The earlier mean is 6. So what is the new mean? 6 times 3. So the new mean becomes 3 times the previous mean, 6. That's 18 now. So you have to identify the pattern and easily you can find out the mean. So 2 marks for that. Question number 20. Find the value of a if log a base 15 root 5 and log a base 3 root 5 is 2. Laws of logarithms. Addition you can write as multiplication. What's the value? Because all these are in same base, that's why we can add. We can multiply this. 15 times 3, 45. 45 times 5. Root 5 into root 5, 5. So 45 into 5. 225 is equal to 2. Now you have to write this in index notation. How can we write index notation? We can write a squared is 225. That's how you write down the log notation to index notation. But we know 225 is 15 squared. So what is a? We can consider same power, so same basis. A should be equal to 15. So again you get 2 marks for that. Question number 21. Solve the simple linear equation. So easily you can find by cross multiplying the 2. 7 times 3x minus 7 is equal to 2 into 2x plus 1. So all these you have 2 minutes. You have to do really fast. Now expand brackets. 21x minus 49 is equal to 4x plus 2. Now take all x terms to one side. 21x minus 4x becomes 49 plus 2. So you get 51 here. What's the subtraction here? 17x. So divide by 17. You get x value. So x equals 3. 3 times 7. So 3 times 17 is 51. So x equals 3. So 2 marks for that. Question number 22. The number 278.99. Round to the first decimal. So when you are rounding, what you do? You have to look at the next number. If the next number is 5 or more, you have to add 1 to the previous one. So more than 5. So that's 9. Add 1. Again, it becomes 10. You have to add it to this position. So it's 279.0. You have to write down this 0, otherwise wrong, because this is asked to round it to the first decimal. So you have to put 0 there. Then the second part, round to the nearest hundreds place. So this is units, the tens and hundreds. So you have to think about 7. 7 is more than 5. You have to add 1 to the previous one. So 300 is the value nearest to the hundreds place. So you get 2 marks, 1 for each. 1 mark here and 1 mark for this one. Simplify. So we have to use laws of indices. There's a power outside. So that means you have to consider that power for all inside numbers. 2 to the power 3. A to the power 3 times 2, 6. You multiply the powers when there are brackets. Then 3 to the power 2 comes and B becomes 3 times 2, 6. What about the denominator? 6 squared. A squared, B squared. All square terms comes. Now simplify. 2 to the power 3 is 8. And A6 and this 2, subtract the powers, you get A to the power 6 minus 2, that's 4. B, 6 and 2 there. Again, subtract 6 minus 2, 4. B to the power 4 also comes. 3 squared is 9. And here 6 squared is 36. So 9 times 4, 36. 4 times 2, 8. 2, A4, B4. Power is 4 now. 2A to the power 4 and B to the power 4. 2 marks you get. Question number 24. According to the information given to the diagram, show that QR is equal to TS. So we need to think about the two triangles PQR and we'll take PTS triangles. What can you say? PQ is given to PT. Lengths are given. And then what else? PR is equal to PS. Two lengths are okay. Now think about the angle. So this is QPR angle is X plus Y. What is the other angle? TPS angle. That's also X plus Y. Can you see? These two angles are X plus Y. Now, two lengths and included angle are equal. That means PQR triangle is congruent to PTS triangle. If the two triangles are congruent, the corresponding elements are equal. Now, opposite to X plus Y is QR. Opposite to X plus Y in this triangle is ST. So, QR equals ST or TS. Corresponding elements are equal. So, that's why those two are equal. So, you need to identify the two triangles and find out. That's 2 marks. 25th one, simplify. 3 root 2 into 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 into root 2. 3 times 2, 6. What is root 2 times root 3? You can put inside the root sign. 2 times 3, 6. So, you can write root 6. So, remember that any separate surd values you can multiply and put inside. This is also same. 3 into 2, root 6. Now, you can subtract. Same surd, you can subtract. 6 minus 2, 4 root 6. So, that's easy if you know simplification of surds very well. That's 2 marks. So, this is the last question in part A. So, we covered all 25 short questions. So, let's try part B now. So, question number 1 in part B. So, this is about percentage question. So, the invested, 3 people invested in a company and sharing the profit. So, we'll do this question separately. Devinda invested 80,000 rupees. And so Devinda invested 80,000 rupees and Sarath invested 60,000 rupees and started a company. The profit earned after 6 months was 70,000. The profit earned by both of them according to the relevant ratio was invested again in the company. Amal invested 60,000 and joined with them. The profit for last 6 months was 81,000 rupees. Find the ratio that the profit was divided in the first 6 months. So these are the amount invested. So you can find the ratio. So 4 zeros get cancelled out and divide by 2. You get 3 and 4. 4 to 3 ratio. Now second part, write down the profit obtained by both of them separately. So 4 to 3 ratio. So the total profit is 70,000 rupees. So what is the amount that Devinda gets? Devinda gets 70,000 rupees into total parts 4 plus 3 7 parts. Out of that 4 parts for Devinda. So he gets 40,000 rupees. And Sarath gets 70,000 rupees into 3 sevens. That's 30,000 rupees. Because the 4 to 3 is the ratio. So how many marks for each step? You get 2 marks here and 2 marks there. Let's do the next one. Find the ratio that the profit was divided in the last 6 months. Now 3 people are there. So who are they? Devinda, Sarath. Okay, now what's the amount now? We'll have to see. Devinda gets 40,000 as the profit. Earlier he invested 80,000. So everything they put it in to the company again. 40,000 plus 80,000, 120,000. That's. Then Sarath's amount. He got 30,000 rupees and before 60. So that's 90,000 rupees now. Amal invested 60,000 rupees. Now we can divide by 4 zeros. So 1293. Divide by 3. 4. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 2, 6. So 4 to 3 to 2 ratio. Write down the profit obtained by 3 of them separately. So you can do Devinda gets what's the profit? 81,000 rupees. 81,000 rupees into 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. Out of 9 parts, 4 parts. And Sarath gets 81,000 into 3 over 9. And Amal gets 81,000 into 2 over 9. So 9 times 9, 81. 4 times 9,000, that's 36,000 rupees. This one, 27,000 rupees. And this one, 9 times 9, 18,000 rupees. So those are the profits gained by 3 of them. So we'll see the marking scheme. 4 to 3 to 2 ratio, that's 3 marks. And here 36,000, 27,000 and 18,000, another 3 marks. Question number 2. This is about perimeter area of sector there. So we'll do it separately. Center of both sectors is O. POQ is 90 degrees, already marked. And PQ is a straight line. OA, 28. So that means radius is 28. OP is 14. So the radius of this sector is 14 and the bigger one is 28. Find the perimeter of the composite figure. So how do you find out the perimeter of the composite figure? So you have to find the arc length and this length and this arc length again. So we'll find out the arc length of the smaller one. Now this is 90 and that means this is 270 degrees. So arc length becomes 270 over 360 into 2 pi r. 2 into pi, 22 over 7 into r is 14 there. So 7 times 2. 9 times 3, 9 times 4. 2 and 2, 4. That's 3 times 22, 66 centimeters. That's the arc length. Now, what's the bigger arc length? AB. AB arc length is, angle is 90 now. 90 over 360 into 2 pi r. 2 into pi is 22 over 7. Now, radius is 28 for that. 7 times 4. Here you get 9 times 4. 4 and 4 get cancelled out. 2 times 22 now. That's 44. Now, what is the perimeter? Now, we have to find out this length. This whole thing is 28 minus 14. So, this is also 14. Now, we can find out the perimeter. Perimeter becomes arc length here 66. This is 44. And you have to add 14 and 14. That's 28. That's the answer. 10, 18, 1 remaining. 10, 12, 13. 138 centimeters is the perimeter of this figure, composite figure. So we'll see whether it's correct. So 138, that's 3 marks. Let's do the next one. Find the area of OPQ. OPQ. So how you find out OPQ? That's a right angle triangle. So area becomes half into. This is 14, this is 14. So 14 times 14 is the area of the triangle OPQ. 7 times 14. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 1, 7 plus 2, 9. 98 square centimeters. So let's see how many marks for that. 2 marks. Question number 2, part 3. Find the shaded area. How you find out the shaded area? So we can find area of the sector minus this one is this part and add the area of this one. So we need to use pi r squared. So shaded area, I'll do at once. The bigger area 90 over 360 into pi 22 over 7 r squared. R is 28. 28 into 28. Then we have to subtract this area of the triangle. We did that before. Area of the triangle is 98. And then we have to add the other area. 270 is the angle over 360 into pi, that's 22 over 7 r squared. Now r is 14. 14 times 14. So that's the shaded area. So here you get 4. 7 times 4, 28. And this 4 get cancelled out. This one, 9 times 3, 9 times 4. 7 times 2. And this is this one, 2 and another 2 here. You get 7. So we'll simplify. 22 times 28. 2 times 8, 16. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 2 times 8, 16. So 56 here. 616. So you get 616 minus 98. What you get here? 7 times 3, 21 into 22. So you get here 462. So add these two, 616 and 462, and subtract 98. (980 square centimeters is the shaded area. So how many marks for that? 3 marks for that. So we gave 3 marks, and here we can give 2 more marks for finding separately. So this is 1 mark and another 1 mark here for this one. Separately finding the sector areas. So we'll see altogether 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that question we gave 10 marks. Let's take question number 3. There are red, blue, green marbles, 1 each in a box. A regular cube die numbered 1 to 6 is flipped first, and then take a marble from the box. Show that the possible outcomes on a sample space diagram, and you have to find out the probabilities. So we'll do it separately. So what are the outcomes? It says 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the colors here, you get red, blue, green, RBG. 1 from each. So you can get all possibilities. So you can mark all possibilities. All possibilities are there. And then it says find the following probabilities of getting an odd number and blue marble is obtained. Add an odd number and blue. Blue is here. Odd number means how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 outcomes. Out of this is 6 and 3. 18 outcomes are there. 3 out of 18, or you can simplify and write 1 over 6. A prime number and blue marble is obtained. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers 2, 3, 5 and a blue one. So 2, 3 and 5. That's also 3 possibilities out of 18. So that's also 1/6. I'll take a different color for the other part. It says a number less than 5 from the die and green marble is obtained. Green marble. Green one is there, less than 5. Less than 5 means you can get 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 possibilities are there out of 18. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 9. 2/9. So you get these 3 probabilities. So let's see marks. 2 marks for this. And 2 marks for 1/6. And 2/9. 2 marks. And you are getting 4 marks for showing the diagram. So 10 marks altogether. Question number 4. This is about 2 cities. Distance is given and you are asked to find out distance, time. So let's do separately. A and B are 2 cities with 6 kilometer distance. I'll roughly draw the diagram. A, B, 6 kilometers. Lakindu travels 5 meters per second, constant speed from A to B. So this way 5 meters per second. Ravindu travels 10 meters per second, constant speed from B to A. This way. That's 10 meters per second. From B to A at the same time, starting at the same time. Find the distance traveled by Lakindu after 2 minutes. Now everything given in seconds, you have to convert to minutes. So within 2 minutes means how many seconds? 2 times 60, that's 120 seconds. So we have to find out what's the distance traveled by Lakindu after 2 minutes. That means 120 seconds. So what's distance? Distance is equal to speed into time. Speed is equal to 5 meters per second and time is 120. So you get 600 meters he traveled within 2 minutes. Find the distance between Lakindu and Ravindu after 2 minutes. Now you have to find out the distance traveled by Ravindu. Ravindu. Within 120 seconds, that's 120 into 10, 1200 meters. Now we can find out the distance between 2 of them. Now A is here, B. Lakindu went 600 meters and Ravindu went 1200 meters. So what is the distance now? This distance. The total distance is 6 kilometers. That means 6,000 meters. So what is the distance now? 6,000 minus 1,200 and 600. That's 1,800. Find the distance between Lakindu and Ravindu after 2 minutes is this one, 6,000, 1,200 and 600, 1,800, and you get 4,200 meters is the distance, or 4.2 kilometers if you want to divide by 3. So divide by 1,000. So we'll see the marks. You get 2 marks for finding this distance. And here you get 3 marks, 4.2 2 kilometers or this one. So 3 marks. So we can convert to kilometers as well. So same thing, you can write 4.2 kilometers. Let's take the next one. If both meets at P, find the distance AP. If both meets at P, find the distance AP. So think about, this is A, B. This way 5 meters per second and this way 10 meters per second. If this is the meeting point P, now can you see this as 1 to 2 ratio? This is twice as that. The speed is twice as that. So that means within 1 second, if this is 1, this goes 2, double of that. So 1 to 2 ratio. So divide the 6,000 meters into 1 to 3 ratio. So what is AP? AP is equal to 1/3 of 6 kilometers or 6,000 meters. So you get 2,000 meters as AP. And find the time taken for Ravindu to complete the journey. So how you find out time? Total distance is 6,000 meters. Divide by speed of Ravindu, that's 10. And you can divide by 60 to get how many minutes are there. So this is seconds, divide by 60 to get minutes. So 10 minutes. And this should be 20 because the speed is half of that. Find the time taken for Lakindu to complete the journey. 6,000 divide by 5 now, and you can divide by 60 to convert to minutes. 100 divided by 5, that's 20 minutes. So let's see how many marks. So you are getting 2,000 meters or 2 kilometers, 1 mark, and 10 and 20, 2 marks each. So we gave all 10 marks. Now let's take the last question. That's question number 5 about Venn diagrams. So 5 parts are there. There are orange, pineapple, chocolate flavored toffees in a bag. All are identical. The probability of taking orange flavored toffee is 0.35. Pineapple is 0.4. Find the following probabilities of getting a chocolate flavored toffee. So we have to find out how many are there. So the probability of taking orange one, 0.35. Pineapple one, 0.4. And orange, pineapple, chocolate flavor, the remainder. Now we can easily find out the probability of getting chocolate flavored toffees. 1 minus addition of these two. Addition of these two. 1 minus, you get 0.75. So that means 0.25 is the probability of getting chocolate flavored toffee. Not getting an orange flavored toffee. Not getting means 1 minus probability of getting orange flavor, 0.35. So you get 0.65. So getting, probability of getting orange is 0.35. Not getting orange means 1 minus that. So how many marks for these two steps? You are getting 3 marks for this and 1 mark for this probability. And let's take the next one. If 30 chocolate flavored toffees were there, find the total number of toffees were in the bag. So the probability of getting chocolate one is what? We found that. That's 0.25. probability of chocolate is 0.25. That means number of chocolates over total. But we know this is 30 now. 30 chocolate flavored toffees are there. So what's the total? Total becomes 30 divided by 0.25, or we can write 1 over 4. 30 divided by 1 over 4 means 30 multiplied by 4. Divide by 4 multiplied by 4 over 1. 120 toffees were there. Find the number of toffees were there for each type. So 120. You can find out 30. That's chocolate flavored ones. And that's probability is 1/4. What's the probability of getting orange? 0.35. And the other one is 0.35 and 0.4. Pineapple, 0.4. So we can multiply by 120. So 120 times 0.35 and 120 times 0.4. So how many are there? 0. 12 times 5, 60. 6 remaining. 12 times 3, 36 plus 6, 42. And 2 zeros. So 42 of these. So 42 of 0.35. Orange. So 42 orange flavored ones. And pineapple, 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 1, 4. And here 0 and this point get cancelled out. So 48. And 30 chocolate flavored ones. So let's see how many marks for that. So you get 48 pineapple and 42 orange flavored ones. So 3 marks for that. And the previous one, just 1 mark. 1 mark for that. So the last part, shade the region A dash intersection B dash. So we'll put letters here. So A dash. A dash means everything outside A. That's A and D. What's B dash? Everything outside B. That's AB. So what is the intersecting point of these? That's only A is common. So you have to shade the region A. So that means outside. So outside the 2 circles is the A part. So that's the shaded part. So how many marks? 2 marks for that. So that's the last question of this paper 1. So we completed the whole model paper 1. So first you have to do the whole questions and then look at my video to check your answers.